Hello, and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Sunday, February 2nd, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker, and I'm so glad you're here with me. I'm a shamanic practitioner, a tarot reader. I do intuitive counseling, and I like to have conversations with you to help you go deeper into your life and expand so that you can keep growing to your full potential, living your life purpose one day at a time. Anyway, so if you'd like to book an appointment with me, all my information is down below. Check out my website at lindathelightworker.com or email me directly, lindathelightworker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. All right, let's jump into the cards. Our first card today is from the Wand suit, which is the first suit of the Minor Arcana in the Tarot deck. And so this reading, although a general reading for everyone, may be especially true if you have any fire in your chart, such as Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So here we have, and excuse me, I have a little frog in my throat today. And I've started this video 3 times and I'm just going to go through it. So I apologize if I have to cough. Like right there. Okay, the Sibyl of Wands. Now the Sibyl of Wands is also the Priestess of Wands, like the High Priestess. Not High Priestess, that's a major arcana. The Priestess of Wands, which is the second to last card in the suit, with the priest being the last. And the Sibyl of Wands, well, she's very confident. She is sitting at her throne, keeping the light bright and serving her people. I mean, this priestess, now priestess in my head sounds like a woman who is of spirit, but priestess in this situation is about someone who's very confident, who is very nurturing and generous, who is really providing for others or providing support for others, or magnificently courageous is what I hear. Confident, strong, independent, able to get through difficult situations. So the invitation today is to really tap into this high priestess of yourself, this priestess within, this all-knowing, confident priestess who says, I can do this. I can get through this situation. We're moving forward. I got you. It's very heart-centered. It's very loving. It's very... she has her little black kitty, her familiar here with her. So even the animals revere her. This is really about you stepping into that confidence. So maybe you're facing a situation where you need a little bit of confidence to know that you can get through it, that you can get beyond it. Perhaps you're building your website and you're stuck on a logo or whatever. You're going to overcome your obstacle. If it's a health obstacle, or some of you don't even want to entertain the season of having another relationship in your life, like a love relationship, but she's receiving. She is accepting suitors. So perhaps, someone might come forward who is attracted to her confidence and her strength. So really just sit in this priestess, this high priestess. I know it's not the high priestess, but it really is that energy coming through, almost empress-like, like queen of her domain, really just confidently sitting in that. She's not, I mean, to me, it looks like she doesn't even care if she has a bra on. Good for her. It is a very odd, maybe that's a belt. I don't know. It looks weird to me, but she's strong and confident anyway. She is really in her element. And that fire, she's keeping her eye on the fire. Do you see this flame? So she's keeping her eye on the light. She's keeping her spirit ignited and pure and clean and staying focused on the light. This priestess is confident. I know I've said it, but I gotta say it again. Confident, strong, focused, determined, generous, loving. So pay attention. If this is not you or elements about you, be aware when someone like this comes into your sphere and welcome them, because if you're unable to generate your own light, it's nice to be around those who are radiating bright light, and then they'll help you light your light, and then the light goes on and on and on. So when I went to the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck, I got this crossing bridges. Now, I know we've had this card many times, especially in January. The message here, it says, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So what do I love about these cards? While they may be going in different directions, they both have this bright light. We have the moonlight illuminating the path, as well as his torch or her torch as this priestess is crossing the bridge. Now, I know a lot of you are getting big downloads for your business, for your life, for your health. You are meditating and you're receiving a lot of information. This crossing bridges can be into other realities. You know, as in the Mayan shamanic practice, I am a world bridge walker, and part of my gift is being able to walk in between different worlds. Worlds from the great beyond, where ancestors live, where Akashic records live, where information dwells. And it is about crossing those bridges. So if you are able to walk into another reality or go into your meditative state to completely free your mind of any personal thoughts or issues or whatever, the ego mind, really dial that down and tap into that universal oneness. Before you start your meditation, ask spirit or your guides or however you meditate, ask for new information and that you're ready to receive your next download, and simply get into that receiving mode where you can get the info that you seek. You'll know it in your body if it's the right decision. And sometimes, especially if we are thinking about really stepping into our own power, there is a bridge we need to cross to get there. There may be a minor emotional trauma, as represented by the water, to cross over. It's tough to release trauma. So many of us have trauma. I believe we all have trauma. I think the whole birthing process is traumatic. Entering this planet is traumatic, and it puts us on high alert, especially in traditional Western medicine. So being able to identify these old pains, this old emotions that no longer serve us, but look, they're not even bubbling. It's not a babbling creek. It's just a little gentle stream, and there's a nice bridge that you can just cross over. It really is overcoming any of these misbeliefs or emotional setbacks that we've had on, we've put on, yeah, that we've taken on from others. You know, we learned that too from our ancestors. So as we heal ourselves, I firmly believe that we heal a lot of the trauma our ancestors passed down to us in our DNA or in our auric field by being surrounded by them. But that's my belief. Maybe time for another conversation. So our third card today is from the Denise Linn Soul Coaching deck. My Divine Action card deck is on hiatus. They need a break. So this card is all about leadership. And what it says is, I am the beacons of radiance, support, and love. Now, do you see how beautiful it's this, again, this woman with this torch? This light is the same light that we have in all three cards today. Here's our torch, and of course she is sitting here with her flame on fire. So this is all about, really, by being a leader and lighting your own light and taking care of that part of yourself, not looking to others, but to really have that confidence to step into your personal power. What you're doing when you do that is you're teaching others around you. We learn from others. We support from others. When we take the reins in our lives in the most positive, gentle, divine, feminine way, this is not going through and knocking things down with guns and axes. We're simply illuminating. The theme today is the light. So when we illuminate the light within us as light workers, or as others are going through their things, when we are the light, then that light lights others, and we can spread that powerful energy all around the planet. And when we have so much chaos and insanity happening around the globe, I mean, it really does. I don't know if it's because we now hear of the news so quickly, but it does seem to be that there's a rate of acceleration where things are happening that may be a little scary. It's us to up. It's up to us. Where's my editor? To have our light lit, light our own flame, and then help others. All right, my dear. Sounds like a good day. But it sounds like it really is a little bit of self-examination, knowing where your inner priestess is. Get in touch with her, have a chat, thank her, love her, and bask in her radiant light. And I am so grateful that you stopped by my channel. If you're a new subscriber, I certainly appreciate you being here. I am just finishing building my Patreon site. I'm hoping to have that up in the next few days, where once you become a subscriber or one of my supporters on Patreon, you will receive some different things. Perhaps some non-released videos or new courses, or I haven't figured all that stuff out yet, but I'm working on it. If there's anything that you'd particularly like for me to add onto my Patreon account where you'd like to support me, and what would you like to receive at what level, please email me or put a message in the comments, because this is all new grounds for me. And it's a little tricky. You know, it really is just a really interesting process at what comes up and going towards this kind of way of life, whatever that sentence means. Okay, my dear, I love you. I look forward to seeing you next time.